We are investigating a location in North Devon. Formerly part of a manor house, this building dates in some parts back to the medieval period. Sadly, only this wing of the house still exists, as the rest was demolished a few hundred years ago. Although we only have the upstairs part of the building for this investigation, we were stunned by what happened, and we can't wait to see what you think of our findings. The team began by just sitting quietly and listening, opening ourselves up to the space and letting anything that was present make itself known. John sits by the window and fairly quickly begins to feel affected.
I feel something over here, but I haven't got a cold feeling or anything like that. But there's a presence. Actually, I don't even know why I sat here. Is that coincidence, or was I don't know why I wanted to come and sit here, but I did. I feel kind of weird lightheaded, and I feel at ease. I wasn't 100% comfortable when I came in the room. I feel somewhat different now. Well, I don't understand, because I was going to go sit over there. When we started, I was thinking, I'm going to go sit in that corner. And then for some reason I came over here and I felt like I needed to sit over here. You know when you feel sort of... This is weird. You know when you feel sort of like you're in a high altitude place?
Yeah.
And your head sort of goes...
woozy.
Yeah. And it's almost as if, right now, I'm almost feeling like
You feel like you've had a few drinks?
sort of, but not quite like that. It's more like my body or something wants to lift away from where I am. It's all floaty.
While John feels this way, Kaz and Anne begin to see his face change.
I don't know, but from here, you don't look like you. You have whiter scalp, what looks like a little white beard. Your nose is fatter. Your eyes are dark. You have thin lips and a little moustache. And your ears stick out a little bit more.
Sadly, the camera doesn't pick up on this, although the camera did catch this odd orb which momentarily appeared in front of John's face. Was this the spirit manifesting itself? Suddenly, the Mel meter, which includes a built-in REM pod, begins to go off near the bar.
Well, that's weird. Sorry. If I take my glasses off, I can see the outline of something else that's not him, because clearly he's bald.
Oh.
Hello.
Wow. Oh.
Is that you?
That's really going high as well.
Are you?
That is
Do you keep
massive.
stepping into John? Do you all keep going through him so we can see you? That's amazing. Well done. We really, really appreciate it.
Goosebumps.
The only thing is when I see like that, my eyes constantly run.
So without my glasses on, I
Are
can
you-
see the outside part, or with my glasses on, I can just literally just blur.
Are you able to give us your name? You should call it out to us, please. Any of you, all of you.
That's going mad.
We really, really appreciate it.
That is literally going crazy.
I've got really strange.
What do you feel like?
Did you stop that?
I don't know.
Are you able to step away?
Step away for a moment, please.
You can go back to it in a second. I know, I bet not many people do this, do they? They interact with you, but you're here, you want to be acknowledged.
As Anne attempts to speak to the spirit on the millimeter, we catch an odd growl-like noise.
If
No
you're
one's
a
moving,
lady,
and we
are
can't
you a
explain
lady?
it.
Okay, I'm gonna suddenly got the name Eleanor in my head. Okay. Are you a lady? Okay, I'm gonna suddenly got the name Eleanor in my head.
At this point, Stu notices that the sustained activity has drained what was a full battery on the millimeter and decides to fit a new one. As he's doing this, and our mediums are speaking to the spirits, the team hear this odd moan or voice. And while we're discussing it, we catch a second one.
There's some stuff on the windowsill. You go by the windows.
Eleanor, do you want to look out the windows like you normally
What was
do?
that noise? There's some stuff on the windowsill. You go by the windows.
Eleanor, do you want to look out the windows like you normally
What was
do?
that noise?
Stu's coming, wasn't it?
My tummy didn't make a noise, I was just clicking, but
Oh, no, it's
No,
like a
Yeah, that was the
like,
noise.
it's like a tummy noise.
Yeah.
on this occasion my stomach didn't make a noise.
Charles, is it yours?
No, it wasn't. I did hear it, but I didn't hear it, but
Came
because
from
I'm
that
clattering, I
direction,
didn't.
I thought.
I didn't hear it, but because I'm clattering, I didn't.
I thought.
John is now clearly struggling with something. Meanwhile, Kaz and Anne begin speaking once again to Eleanor, while Stu quietly asks questions via the pendulum.
Eleanor, is your baby buried in the churchyard, darling? It was a young boy, Eleanor. I'm sorry to ask these questions. And it's fine if you don't want to answer. So I'm not sure if she lost a baby and her boy, or just a boy who was her baby. I've seen both. I'd say he was no more than 5, 6.
Was it a fever? No, I've got a sense of some sort of fever. It wasn't scarlet fever, was it?
Weirdly, your stuff seems to be tallying up with what I'm getting.
Who's Kaz's? Got the headache and scarlet fever.
Yeah, well, what I've got that you've said out loud is that there was a son. He survived childbirth but died from the fever. Is what I got through the pendulum, and you just had the same things.
Our researcher found reference to Eleanor Bassett, wife of Sir Joseph Davy, whose family owned both the Old Manor House and nearby Watermouth Castle. So far, though, we've been unable to find any further information. While the team were talking about Eleanor, John suddenly jumped, and afterwards explained what happened.
You just had the same things.
Something just touched my hand.
Is that what made you jump?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Right. Well, when I jumped, I've gone back to normal. The floatiness is all gone. It was very weird though. It was
So
actually
you cut your so you astro travelled.
because something actually touched my finger. I mean, properly touched it. But it didn't. Where my hand was down here, it was as if it felt like a child. Like a child might prod someone that they're not sure what they're doing. If that makes it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, I think you was astral travelling, John, and the child's brought you back down.
yeah. That would make sense. I feel completely different now.
He's done that.
Anne has picked up on a man who doesn't seem to fit the setting.
Yeah.
He appears at irregular intervals throughout the night, so we've collected them all together here to tell the story in one place.
For here, it's very strange. I keep seeing an Indian man.
That's very odd. Not something you would expect.
Not in this village.
No.
God was
I shouldn't imagine so, no.
But I literally just keep seeing an Indian man. I think the Indian man's name is Vikram.
Vikram.
Hmm.
Or Vish for short. I've had both.
Fish.
Vish.
Ask him what his religion is.
Vikram, what's your religion? Can you tell me? Hinduism.
That's brilliant.
And my ear's burning.
I had Hindu in my head, but I wasn't sure if it was. It's just
Because it's just natural, but then so is Sikhism, so it could be either that you would naturally think of, so I went with Hinduism because
It's
that's
just
what
the first thing
I
that
got
popped in my
given.
head.
Is what
Where does he come from in India?
I don't know, that's what I'm working on. I've been working on that for ages since I saw it.
Is she from northern India?
I don't think he is, Delhi. I think he's from Eastern India.
What makes you say that?
Because there was a conflict.
There's conflicts all over India though, aren't there?
Yeah, but the... Losing it now. There's something to do with a split in his family.
Ah, okay, so not a war type thing.
No, there's a conflict in his family. I think I might know what it is. Which is why I got that strange thing, and I wasn't sure you were going to say Hindu.
Was it to do with a woman?
No, it's a split in his family because I think I was on the wrong end of what I thought it was going to be. I thought he was going to say he was Catholic. You see, there's an area of Eastern India that are Catholic.
Yeah, but those are Anglo.
Yeah, but if he's part of his family is converted, I thought he was going to be the outcast, but I think I don't know, I got a conflict in his family, and I felt that it was the religion, but it might not be.
Our researchers have so far been unable to find any information relating to a man named Vikram or Vish, but we'll keep looking. John is still being affected, and at this point starts acting quite strangely.
Dear Prudence.
Pretty. You open the curtains, you keep making me jump, you know. So I'm expecting somebody else to open the curtains. Why do you keep playing with the curtains?
I don't know. There's something bugging me. There was something, I don't know. I got up and
Are you affecting John? Can you tell us your name?
I'll tell you one thing. For some reason I'm not allowed to sit over there.
Right, so where?
Over there.
I'd go and sit there.
Tell it, no one
I don't know, there was something drawing me to sit here, but not wanting me to sit over there. I don't know why.
The team decide to try table tipping next, and although they get no results, they all feel a strange presence in the corner by the bar.
Use our energy, go around and around and around and collect our energy. We can go to bed, so we can get it back.
I feel from down here that someone's just going to rush out
From there.
Yeah.
Well, if you did that, you could push the table and you could push it that way. I thought I heard something down there.
I didn't.
I just feel like something's going to rush with that. What's making you think that? I don't know. It's very dark.
It's not normally an issue, though.
No, but it seems to like suck the light. It does seem to suck the light. It looks like it's very deceptive. You couldn't tell how
Deep it went there.
Yeah. Because it looks so dark.
At this point in the investigation, we're joined by Mark and Hewitt. When we begin an investigation, we often open up. It's a process where we form a circle, join hands, and our mediums help us to create a protective shield against dark energy. Because Mark and Hewitt had arrived mid-investigation, it was decided to open up again. It was also decided that John should take part again because he'd been so badly affected earlier on. However, it did not go to plan.
Yeah, and wraps around your toes, around your right foot, and your left foot.
I've got a problem.
What?
Yes, right.
There's a dark shadow clouding with. It's clouding with sort of in a vision. All I can see is this dark shape with dark eyes. That's all I can see.
And could you...
Want me to join?
Yes, please.
After Anne joined the circle to fight off whatever was interrupting them, Stu attempted to walk over to the bar. However, as you can see here, he was unable to walk past the group.
Okay, we'll try again. So the ball of light at the centre of the air.
He walks away
Fingertips. Across your
and returns, but again is stopped by some unseen force. And this continues until the opening up ends. This is also the area where earlier on team members felt that something was going to rush at them. After the opening up, Mark feels quite strange and tries to explain it.
You know what's strange? I've never felt this before with Julie's opening up, but I actually feel, there's two things I feel. I feel like I've got spina bifida. In that my arms, they feel like they're like that.
Yeah.
And I also feel like this is, you know, it's like you fall in a distance from a great height and you end up in your
Twisting up.
arms are like that. That's how I felt when I was holding hands. So like I was like I had spina bifida or from a great height.
Next, the team tried table tipping again, this time next to the bar. And just afterwards, our camera at the far end catches a weird breath.
direction, or you can make it vibrate like this. Alright, so we're going to try again. Is there anyone there that would like to talk? Alright, so we're going to try again. Is there anyone there that would like to talk?
As you can see, all of the team are at the other end of the building, nowhere near the camera. So what caused this?
Right.
Suddenly, Mark gets up and declares that he wants to go and lie down at the other end of the room.
Or a shake or a push?
Oh, sorry, I've been having this search for all the time.
What's the matter?
I'm doing an Anne.
I haven't seen it.
I know, she's right down here.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yay! I'm so proud of you!
You just carry on, I'm going to lie here for a minute. I don't know why, but I'm going to lie here.
This isn't like Mark, and it appears that this is just the start of some very strange character changes tonight. During the table tipping, the team mentioned science, which appears wasn't well received.
The interest of science.
That was a move.
Oh. Somebody didn't like that.
What?
What you just said.
In the interest of science?
Yeah.
What's this?
Okay, if you don't like science, what
Yeah.
about to prove that there is
You
life?
just upset the apple cart.
I've got the urge to say something
I'm not
really.
going to try to step on the ground.
Yeah, I'm tentative about saying it.
Same.
So are you religious? Do you believe in God?
You okay down there?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a God? There is. Move the table and prove to us. Show us. Is there a God?
The team momentarily tried to speak again to Eleanor. During this time, Mark gets personal and seemingly gets told off.
Eleanor, can you come and show Hewitt and Mark how you can do the sensors for us?
It could be that.
What do you know about the sun?
Is that you?
Yeah.
We know that he died when he was young. I'd say he wasn't any more than 5 or 6, I think, from his height. That you got scarlet fever, was it, Cass?
Yeah,
Scarlet fever.
Is he a bastard?
I don't know, I didn't know.
We were very nice.
I have. I just got slapped. In the
Okay.
back of the head.
If she was religious, then I would.
I think not, from the way I see Eleanor.
The group decide to take a break and regroup, but Mark decides to stay on the floor, and after the break, as the team prepare for a Ouija board session, he starts to become quite vocal.
Okay.
Who was that? Ray.
That was Mark.
Sounds like a bloody dog growling. Yeah, that's fine. I can deal with that.
Anyone else joining us on this?
John?
We aren't sure if he's talking to us at this point or whatever is affecting him, but there's more to come. After the Ouija session begins, Mark starts making cheeky comments. We will point out that this is not Mark. On investigations, he usually takes things seriously, saving any joking around for tea breaks and after the investigation's finished. So this is very out of character, and clearly something has a hold on him.
I'm just lying, and all I want to do is mischievous. Just want to be mischievous.
Okay. I'm Kaz.
In your class.
John?
In your class. No, you.
John. We just want to say hello to you.
What's that?
You can move the
And I've had
clown chair.
that all night, but yeah, it's fine.
You can move this, the clown chair. I'll show you where yes is. Where's
You can
yes?
do the okey dokey. You can turn it around.
There's yes. There is no.
Where's that?
Or is all the letters
Where's
and
down?
numbers. You can.
So the alphabet,
And you put the eyes down here.
numbers, and goodbye.
Okay. So you can move that to tell us yes, no, or anything else you'd like to tell us. Would anyone that's here, because we know you're here, like to talk to us?
No.
He's on one.
It is on one.
It's not me, seriously, it's not me.
Would you like to talk to us?
No.
You can even say goodbye.
It's very useful, our energies. We give them to you freely.
You go still Marks, he seems to have
Still the
plenty.
edge of that wally on the floor.
He seems to have plenty.
Yeah, go and drain the rug out. It's collapsed.
You alright over there?
Don't
Don't know.
He's walking around here.
You alright, Annie?
Mark, just about interest, you're not getting any urge to call yourself the Keymaster at all, are you?
No.
That's right.
Yeah.
I want to call myself Lawrence.
Lawrence?
Lawrence.
Why do you want to call yourself Lawrence?
Huh?
Why did you want to call yourself Lawrence?
I don't know, I just want to call myself Lawrence.
Interesting. Both me and Anne know what we're doing with it. We wouldn't play with it if we didn't know what we were doing. We don't really, it's not playing with it. We use it to communicate with you. What was that?
Whispering though you don't.
Yeah.
Come on, spirit.
Mark, what made you say that?
What?
You said no, you don't.
No, I just want to be
I
rude.
repeat what he was whispering.
You don't know what I'm thinking at the minute.
He was whispering, no they don't.
No,
I
say,
didn't even hear him.
say what you're thinking.
No, I know, because it's rude to people.
It's not, but it's
No, it is.
not. We know that we can.
I'm lying here taking the piss out of your.
Right, okay, so say what's
No, I can't, it's rude.
No, the sensation's over here. My arm's freezing.
I'm just taking the piss out of you, eh? I fancy Anne.
I wouldn't. My eyes are like. Kaz has made me cry.
Bottom right.
It's not me, honestly, it's not me. It's just the way I'm feeling.
I think your wife and her husband might have something to say about this.
There's me and your wood. Do you fancy being in the bedroom with you? This is going well.
Someone want you to share a room.
It's just things keep coming to my mind.
Well, say some of them at least, because it might be, you know.
I feel this is moving, but then it's not. I don't know what it is. I felt like it was going that way.
I did it first, and then I got really heavy.
Oh dear.
I just want to call Kaz an old crown. I don't know why. I'm never normally like this, but I don't know why I'm feeling it.
Did you make your mark say these words?
After a while, the team do get some responses on the board, but cannot make much sense of them. However, Mark is still chiming in with his responses.
Are you attracted to?
Might not be, depends who's on here.
Let's not forget they've been affecting John all night. That would make a lot of sense.
Spirit, are you male? You go to yes or no. Well, go to yes if you're a male.
Yes, it's over here.
Yeah.
And no is over here. Yeah, I can feel you there. Thank you.
It's a W.
Is that right?
Alright. Is your name William? Your name William?
That's what I just thought.
As soon as it went to W, I thought William.
It came into my head then, William.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Could
The eye seems to confirm.
Or Will. Is your name Will?
No, I got William.
That's it. You're affecting Anne.
Why am I calling you a weeble wobble?
A what?
A weeble wobble.
That's not very nice.
You're just down there with insults tonight, Mark.
That's what's coming into my mind.
Who's a weeble?
You?
Me?
Yeah.
That's not very nice.
No, seriously, that's what's coming to my mind. That's how I'm thinking, isn't it?
Weeble wobble. They don't fall down.
Is the next letter?
And I'm thinking to myself, you lot are boring me now.
You're bored of us now.
You're bored of us now.
Yeah, you're boring me.
It's a shame, isn't it?
As the Ouija session ends, Mark finally gets up on the floor and begins to apologise. The team also note that the room now feels lighter. A calmer energy seems to have moved in.
That was really weird. No one ever lied. I'm sorry if I offended anyone, but it wasn't natural.
Right,
But I did really feel like I wanted to insult you all.
Fucking walk down tonight.
I did.
Well, that was walk going up to calling you a weeble.
No, honestly, no one ever lied. That was a lot. I was literally slagging every single one of you off.
Apart from Anne, who you
In my
fancy.
mind.
Very quiet.
Doesn't feel like it did earlier.
No.
Has anyone actually checked names was? Has anyone checked his balls?
Right now, I'm quite comfortable in this corner, and earlier on I was not.
Yeah, it's
Very
quite
different
busy.
story.
Hewitt begins an experiment where he plays the sound of Tibetan singing bowls and Gregorian monk chanting. Almost instantly it has an effect. It begins to stir up energy and also affects Mark.
Monks and singing bowls that are mixed together. Cold.
Yeah.
Got cold breeze in my face.
Yeah, I can smell it, breeze.
My head's going nuts.
Going what?
My head is going nuts.
Nuts, in what way?
It's going really, really heavy.
So you're objectional to what's being played or not? I'm trying to gauge Mark's reaction.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
I feel like I want to pick his phone up and throw it.
Okay. So not Christian then?
After a few moments, Stu notices that John is being very badly affected and asks our medium and Reiki practitioner Kaz to step in and help him. She eventually uses various techniques to push a spirit away, which had attached itself to John.
You're alright, yeah.
It's got temperatures under
Kaz, do you want to go check on John?
Yeah. Wait for that.
22.
Sitting over setting his hand and he's not looking good. Yes.
Spirits, if you're affecting my friends, you need to step away now.
I just have to push something away from John.
No, that's John.
Meanwhile, Mark has begun pacing around, shaking with the cold and telling something to leave him alone. Team members who stand near him can feel the cold surrounding him.
It's me. I'm freezing. I'm Baltic and it's following me.
It wasn't part of the past because it was a delayed
No way.
and I didn't get it that time.
I'll get it more firm now.
Huh?
Be a bit more firm.
No, it's annoying me.
Yeah.
And I'm cold. I just can't stop and I can't get warm.
Yeah, it's making you irritable, Mark, so you've got to tell it to F off.
Mark, turn it to myself.
I've tried to, it won't go. I just feel really cold and I'm really getting irritated.
Oh, that wind. Feel that. Oh, God. That gale force wind.
Over by the bar, the Mel meter, which hasn't gone off since very early in the investigation, begins to go off again. As this happens, Anne begins warning a strong male presence to back off. She eventually has to forcefully push it away from her.
Alright, spirit, step away from Mark.
Ren's gonna
Right, spirits, that is quite enough now. We've asked you to join in, and now you're getting carried away with yourself.
Stu,
Don't
There
try
are
to
boundaries, and you need to know
trust
them.
me.
because you're already.
Yes,
That
you
one?
need to
Mel
know them.
meter.
Yeah.
It's not a choice
Yes.
whether you take them or any plot. It is
What
that
about
you
it?
will respect them.
So has it got
You will.
Having helped John, Kaz now begins to help Mark.
Right, but now, there's interacting and there's interacting, isn't there?
Yeah. The energy around him is really big.
Can you push it or no?
We've both
Back over there.
How
Back
push
to
it?
Kaz.
I'm Susie, I can't get warm.
No, back to Kaz. Back to Kaz.
I can't stand still.
Stop running away from Kaz.
I can't stand still.
Okay,
I'm fucking freezing.
Stand still. Kaz will sort you out.
At this point, Kaz removes Mark from the building.
And yes, I told you you'd be pushed back more than you thought, didn't I?
Needing to remove him from this space in order to get rid of whatever is affecting him. While this is happening, Anne and Hewitt are asking questions to the spirits, which are coming through as high EMF spikes on the trifield meter.
Should I put on more singing bowls? I can't believe how that breeze picked up the minute I started it. I don't know if it was the monks that upset it or was it the spirit bowls.
Right, monks. Was that monks? Did you not see it peep?
No. Was it the monks? You didn't like the Benedictine monks?
The battery's not good on it.
Or was it the spirit rolls?
fair enough.
The
I
singing
need
rolls?
to get a new one because I said I
Definitely
used to
Peter,
have a round one.
monks.
Oh,
Yeah, monks.
Monks.
And
You don't like the monks? How can you not like monks?
it's gone.
Their singing is beautiful.
As the bell tolled midnight, the team decided to call it a night. Everyone is feeling drained, Mark and John more than others. This location has shocked us. For such a small space, we have seen a lot of strange phenomena. We will certainly be back to visit this location again, as we want to get to the bottom of what is here. We'll see you next time.